we need to go here to fight a boss. That's the first thing we got to do. Because he gives you an item, you need it. Journey, bearing in mind I'm in my 6th journey, is a lot easier in the first. Bing, bada boom. Unalloyed gold needle is what we need. From here, you need to go to here, so it's easier. Just teleport there if you got it. If not, you could have made a little detour around. Now, this is the boring part, and you do need to light all the flames in Celia. There's only like 3 or 4 of them that you got to do in order to get to the church after you spoke to this guy. There's a big enemy guarding it, we just dodge him. This guy's called Sage. Speak to him.
I am GRiZY. I'd hoped to a strapping. Don't fret. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret. Ah, then you are. I need your help. Her name is Milicent, resting at the. Oh, as promised. Go on. Let me have a look at the needle. Well, this is the work of a true artisan. Can you give me as well made? Can you give me as well made?
So he gives you a letter, which I'm sure is going to be in your key items. He's basically giving you a letter for... It tells you what you have to do inside Celia. So I'm going to save the time there, because we already know what to do in there. If you don't want to go past that enemy, there is a way down. Just come here, drop along that. Now the way to make it look a bit better, you'd be coming in this side most likely. From here, there's something you light up there, and then there's two more on the side over there that will open the seal. To get to the church. So if you go along this log and you follow it all the way over to there, there's a look, you can even see it in the distance. You light that one up there, so that'll be two. That says them both from that log. This log here, you go along, you light that, it will open the seal to this door here, which obviously I've already done. Then there's going to be a grace here. Take that grace, makes your life a little bit easier. From there you just go up here. Let's quickly check the map so no one's lost. That's the grace we would have took Celia back street after you've lit all the flames. There's no grace until obviously from here you go in. That sage is where we spoke to. This is the area you light all the flames. That's the grace. We follow it around to this place here where obviously I've already been. That's why she's marked there, just so no one's lost. This is the very beginning thing you have to do. A lot of people have spoke to Sage, spoke to her, gone back, you know, and done that part, but what they didn't do was kill that boss to get the needle that you need. These things can be really annoying. So now, as you spoke to Sage, we've got to speak to her.
Well, my flesh rot. It is a curse. If you are white, my flesh rot.
So, basically, you now... I make it easier by just teleporting, because sometimes you've got to, like, exhaust the dialogue, which means you've got to rest. Not just leave the area and come back, you've got to rest. So the game obviously knows what's going on. And from here, all we're doing is we're going back to Sage. Yeah, we have to go all the way back. There are other graces you're going to need access to be able to complete this whole quest. I'll show you them along the way. And from here, instead of going past that big dinosaur thing, if you're a low level and you don't want to fight it, just do this. And boom, we're back here.
I have awaited you. The needle.
So he's basically repaired the needle.
I will reward you.
You get it back.
Milicent tended to a wretched.
And as you've already been to see her now, you will have the grace. You just literally teleport back over there. Easy peasy. Now doing this quest in full will give you 2 talismans, which are good. You get an ancient somber stone at the end of it all if you use the needle once you've defeated Milena. So yeah, it's a very good quest to do. So now it's going to give us the option to give her the needle.
To quell the Never mind. I would rather than simply. Would you mind?
I know you can see she stood up now.
My apologies. Everything, even the nightmare. Not that I could ever...
So she gives you that. So you actually get 3 talismans in total.
I'm considered the needle. My destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Milicent.
Keep talking to her a couple times just to make sure.
I'm considered the needle. My destiny.
And now, you want to rest again. Just to make sure you've done it. Make it easier. Teleport back to here. Here, it's easy as going back to the shack where you would have found Sage, but only this time he's not there. And that, if he's not there and she is, you know you've done it right. If for some reason he's still there and she's not, just teleport somewhere else and teleport back. She's here. We've done it right.
Oh, something about... So I decided to pay, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps... Well, I must focus on... I must...
So, from here, you need to go from here to get to that, and then from there just go up to here, because this is where you're going to need to go now. Once you go here, you speak to her here, and then you follow this road all the way to this castle. So as soon as you finish all of that, she ends up being in Sage's shack. You speak to her there, and now when I port here, I'm just going to rest just in case she's not here, because I haven't rested after speaking to her. Sometimes you need to do that. I can already see that she's over here. From the grace, you just go north. Boom, here she is. Now you speak to her.
In truth, it's the Scarlet Rot as such.
Notice she doesn't have an arm.
Continue my journey, though rather vexed. I realized that if I could have aided. Now I'm tracing after unleashing the power of the Scar. I should like to meet her. I think she's in the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
So now from here, this is what we do. Follow this exact path, because this could be quite tricky if you don't do the right thing. Simple as going down the hill after you speak to her. Make your way through all of this. I'm just going to do this as quick as I can, so I will probably dodge graces and that. Only because I know exactly what I've got to do, because this is, you know, a 6th playthrough. This is the castle. Remember I said notice she didn't have an arm. There's a reason she didn't have an arm. I wanted to find the shortcut. I hate these things. we're basically looking for is this ladder. And then there's going to be like a knight with a double sword who's guarding this particular chest that we need. But we need it to give it to the Milicent. I'm sure it's over here. I do have a good memory, so we should get this right first time. Don't have to kill him, you could just run in there. We're about to see how strong he is. Now I'm obviously very strong, so he's not going to be able to kill me. But if it was a low level player doing this in your first playthrough, you'd have to be very careful, because he can say, look, I've gone to do my move and he's, you know, done his instead. It's disgusting. So he gets insane in the 6th playthrough. He's actually starting to pee me off. I'm just gonna kill him real quick. He just literally won't die. So, that wasn't supposed to happen, but yeah. When you see him, you know this is the right thing. Now you open this. Surprise, surprise. Remember, she's not got an arm. Get out of the way. I don't even want your runes. So from there, we've got the arm. All you need to do now is get away from the enemy so you can teleport. But sometimes this area doesn't let you, which is one of the reasons why I don't like it. Alright, cool. So now we just need to go back to where we spoke to her. Look, Milicent, she's marked on the map now. So you cannot miss it. I think it's very easy from here. I won't miss anything out. Well, I'll try not to miss anything out. Because you do have to speak to her at a few different places. So from here... go back over to her. She's gonna be like, oh my goodness, thank you so much.
She's passed.
So look, just like before we gave her the needle, now we're giving her the arm.
Giving? Thank you. I am in your... I think it might be possible for me to wield... If the arm... It might be possible. Perhaps.
Then perhaps she could aid me in battle. So, now we're gonna go rest at the Grace. I'll show you the longer way. I could just jump straight to the next Grace and go and do what I have to do. However, sometimes people won't have that Grace. So what you do from here is, realistically, you could get to this one. You could teleport there. Make your way all the way over to here, where this lady is. Go to this Grace. There's a teleporter right here. You use it and it's going to take you all the way over to this side. You just make your way all the way along the path until you get to here, Windmill Village. So, let's do exactly that. And I did just complete this yesterday for my first time. That's why it's so easy for me to do it. Because it was a nightmare. In my first playthrough, I couldn't do it for some reason. I missed something out. But I got to the end, I was thinking, why can't I do the end bit? So from here, teleporter. So just so you know what Grace this is. Forest spanning Great Bridge. There's a finger crone lady there. Take the teleporter. And I have recently just opened up the majority of the map, well, all the map. I've done the Fire Giant, I haven't done the next part in this journey, because I'm doing all of this. But we do have access to jump straight to Milena's portal now and give her another go. which is going to be key because you need that area for this quest. If you don't have this area unlocked, you can do all of this, then go and unlock it, and this will continue to work after. But see now, from that teleporter, it takes you to the other side of this bridge, and we're just going to follow this path all the way to the next grace. Easy as that. You know you're in the right spot when you hear all these witches. And the windmills. Can't miss them. But you can miss this next turning if you've never been here before. So the way I remember is you literally get to this little bit here and it's straight up. There's going to be a grace here called Windmill Village. Now we follow it all the way up. Make sure you've got your potions ready and you're ready to kick this boss's ass. It's one of the god skins. I'm going to kick his ass because I've fought him so many times. Kill him. Touch the grace. Don't just touch it, rest at it. So she should now appear here. After you rest and killed the boss. Now we talk.
The arm you gave me truly is a thing. It feels just like my own. Perhaps it is foolish. Thus, I would have you call upon me, and it is the only.
So from here, this is where it gets quite strange, because obviously we see her at Gowry's shack all the way down here. Then she goes to here. Then to here. And now she jumps all the way over to here. Properly, because she's going to be here. So I'll show you one more time. This is called Ancient Snow Valley Ruins in Mountaintop of Giants. Now, if you don't have this part accessed, once you've done this, someone will come over to you and give you a certain medallion. You then make your way to a door in this area, follow it up, get the grace, go all the way to here. Activate it. And then from there, you get the grace, you go along this long thing here, which will eventually take you to here. So you just talk to her now.
To think we'd meet. What could you know? Call upon me again.
She's basically telling you to call upon you in battle.
For a fort. I heard the master of the fort was given a
So now, this is where she tells you the Halleck tree, so I didn't just know. And that's where she's telling you where Milena will be found.
I'm searching. I heard the
So from here, rest. And then Now we're going to go all the way to the Halig tree. If you don't have the Halig tree, once you've done this boss, you get a piece of the Halig tree medallion. The other piece is in this area here. From this grace, you literally go back down and there's a pot. Hit the pot and a guy will give it to you. Easy as that. And then you go back to this lift. When you go to use the, it will say hoist medallion, click right or left on your D-pad and you'll be able to hoist secret medallion. You then get to here and you make all your way through, solve the puzzle here, and then you'll have a cutscene and you end up here. From here, make it all your way down to the prayer room. Is where we're seeing Milicent again for the last time. This is now the last time you see her.
Again we meet. I can only surmise our purposes are aligned, in which case I am of Melania's blood, but in what capacity I know not. Whatever the case though, there is something I must return to Melania. The will that was once her own. The dignity. The sense of self that allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. The pride she abandoned. To me.
She basically tells you the something she needs to return to Melania, which is what you get after you do all of this. So from here, you would run to here, and then, yeah, that's where you fight Melania. So you can access it. If you've already got that area, you can always go there and take the other lift to come back. But I'm just, so from the prayer room, it's an awful run. It is an awful run, and I haven't killed all the enemies around it, so I could easily show you what to do. Now I've got 1.9 million runes, but you basically run through all of these enemies if you don't want to kill them all. Run through them all. It's always the way. When you're streaming, you end up dying to something stupid, but I'm confident enough now. I've done this many times. Into here, you jump into here. There's some very good loot all around these areas. You jump onto this, go up. There's also ancient somber smithing stone right in here. This box here, ancient somber smithing stone. So it's very worth coming to this area. And we go all the way down. I'm going to drop onto this because it's easier. I'm going to drop onto this. I'm going to drop onto here. I'm going to drop straight down. Mind the archers because they are insane. Use that as cover. And then you want to run. If you get hit, heal, rolling will dodge them. A lot easier than running. So you can just roll the whole way. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Now, you want at least, you know, a good amount of health here because you have to do this. Now, he will hurt you. Sometimes you might get lucky if he won't hurt you, but this time he's probably going to kill me because I'm streaming. So we get straight through, dodge everything, heal, take the grace. It's not going to let you. Now, if it doesn't let you take the grace, run. Do what I do. Heal up. Don't be scared. Don't even look back. If you've managed to get through with them, don't look back. Run up here. Come up to this tree line and just wait. Now, he's easy to kill, so we're just going to kill him. Sometimes you have the knights and everything to deal with, and sometimes that tree does come not down here, but to the grace, you know. So we're going to go back now. And whatever you do, if you're not a high enough level, don't try and take these guys on here until you can run, open a chest, die, and then grab the loot, and then, you know, run away again, because there is a grace here you can do that if you're not strong enough. But for now, let's let him disappear, because he's extremely strong. We're going to rest it. So it is a bit of a crazy run, but this, you know, we've just gone from drainage channel all the way to Althea in a wall, which is where it gets complicated. No, we've not gone from we've gone from prayer room all the way to here. Now this is where it gets complicated, obviously, because you want to be here. Now if I just teleported straight to there, you'd think, oh, that's next to that. It's not. So from here, let's rest quickly just to make sure we've done it right. Because after speaking to Milicent, I've not rested, obviously. Touching the Grace isn't resting. So, and I leave any loot I see because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I'm not here to show you the loot. I'm here to show you the quest. Now this can be quite tricky sometimes, depending on how much you weigh in the game. Obviously, you're doing a little bit of balancing and what have you. Now, there's an enemy just around the corner here. If you don't want to fight him, the quicker you run, the less chance he's going to hurt you, because this causes Scarlet Rot. But notice my incantation at the top. I can get rid of that. You can use an item called something boluses. I'm not quite sure what one. Pursuant boluses or something, which can cure you. These. You can use one of them. Get rid of it if you don't have the incantation. Now from here, you do look, see what I mean? You will die sometimes if you don't make the jump properly. It's good that I've died now because I can show you. It can be very annoying. That's why I didn't just teleport straight to the Grace. And there's a lot of runes. I'd drop that near enough 2 mil, I think. It's not for the video. I'm not running around with that much for the video. I'm running around with that much because I need that much to level up. So, taking your time. I definitely have to now because of my runes. It's going to be on a branch. Even if I get back, I don't want to die again because it's, you know, doing the same route, which I'm sure a lot of people have experienced in this game. No matter how many times you've done this game, you will die to stupid things like that. Make sure you go all the way to this part here as well. Just drop. That's the easy one. So flip into that. Easier that time if you do exactly what I did there. Now, the way we want to go to finish this quest is along that and into that pit and fight a mini-boss. However, I'm going to make your life a bit easier if you've got to here. Down here is a Grace and a boss fight. The best boss in the game. Near enough. She's near enough around here. There's a Grace here. There's the Grace. You follow that way all the way around and boom. You will be at Haligtree Roots eventually when you go down the lift. And you can fight the boss. Which you're going to want to do. You want to kill her after you finish this quest because you have something which you can use in that area to get you an Ancient Somber Stone. And I think it gives you another ultimatum to end the game, potentially. I hate this more than any other on the game. Getting ready to fight this boss here because it's a nightmare, but I'm going to try show you. Now it is my 6th playthrough, so it's going to be harder, but I'm going to try show you my strategy. So you come right down here. That is some kind of special glove wart. It might be the grave one or the ghost one. I cannot remember. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But yeah, know that. Definitely take that when you're in this area. Now, if you get to here, move out slowly, it rumbles, move back. This thing is a piece of garbage. It's going to straight away throw some hits in it. It might do you damage. You know, it's a strong thing. Heal. Don't use, you know, going close to it. The minute you go in the pit, you make it screwed. Now we can knock it over, luckily, because I get a weapon for it. But no, this is only on half health. And I've got a very, very good weapon. So in your first playthrough, you might want to try and, you know, poison him with a dragon incantation or and then I fall to my death. So I did not know that that was a cliff behind me, so that's my bad. Yes, because I'm streaming. That's why that's happened to me. So I showed you from there's another grace you can take. Instead of having to go along all the tree branches and all that stuff. So if you did what I did and you took that grace, we don't have to go from here anymore. We can go from here now. So anyways, you might be on the same experience as me right now. But you do have to kill this mini-boss. You have to. It can't live. You have to kill it for the next part of the quest. So from here, you want to make sure you're going back up. We're going to make ourselves a little bit more OP. One enemy to kill as soon as you get up here, so he doesn't take any of your potions. Because he can't, if you avoid him, he can knock you off of that branch. With him. Trying to show a quest, you don't want to die, and I've died twice. However, it's not that bad because now you'll be able to see a little shortcut when you have died. You don't have to do all the same stuff that you just did. So from here, we'll do that. We're going to get him to come, we'll jump straight up here. Now we know there's a cliff behind us. Coming in a little bit more cautious. I don't know if it picks you up or... Yeah, I'm dead. How very annoying. How very annoying. I might have to use a different weapon on it because it's got a lot more health in this journey than what it has in any other one. What would be a good weapon for it right now? Definitely not. What if I try that on it? That might help a little bit. Right, take 3. Hopefully we get it this time because we want to progress. You should have the option to skip. Let's make ourselves a little bit stronger again. Right, we have to get it this time. Making sure we get the runes back. Oh, come on, big man. No, didn't do anything to it. That's the key to killing this thing. You knock it over, you're laughing. There we go, 1 knock. First time lucky, you got it this time.
What we wanted to happen. It does that to you. And I'm dead. Oh, I cannot stress how annoying this thing is. Because we have to kill it to show the next part. And I forgot how strong it would be now. That scarlet rock is going to annoy me. Knocked me off the cliff again already. Really testing my patience, this thing is. It's really testing my patience. I've killed it so easily every time. I'm gonna do something. Don't need that one. I do need a little bit more health. Over. It could be a hack. so handy if I can do that. Okay, it took like 4 or 5 attempts. That's disgusting, I know, but so, like I said, you have to kill that boss in order for this to happen. You can now, if you wanted to go replenish your flasks before you do this. This is the next phase. So you want to do that one, not this one. You could, if you've already done this, you could do that one, but now these can be hard. But this is the next part of the quest. This is the last phase, and then after here you just go visit Sage again. You know, that's it. Now these journeys get harder and harder. Now that nice. You need to come over here. So do that. It'll put you back in your own world. So you get that talisman. Makes attacks more powerful if they're successive attacks after a while. You get that, and then you come over to her here. She's just talking here.
Oh, thank you for lending. Without your help, I feel as if I've been. Thank you. But this, I paused. I took out tell that if I would rather roll. Please, the Scarlet Rot soon curse lady.
Talk to her.
I wouldn't want some.
And now it's as easy as going back to Sage. You want to go to Sage again. So my easiest way is from here, because this is where you get the other talisman. You just literally have to go here and kill him now. And if you're not following why, it's because he set them people to kill her. So before, if you would have gone up to him and killed him, he turns into a shrimp and you don't get nothing. He'll say something about until you learn. So we learn, and now we're here. Minus dying 5 times to that tree thing. So from here, oh, just make sure we rest quickly, just to exhaust the dialogue. Yeah, same thing. Getting out of Celia. Straight up to the spot. So you want to talk to him straight away.
Milicent,
Why would you take out the needle? See, he's basically saying some stuff, and now we just kill him. Bada bing, bada boom. You have the Flock Canvas Talisman, which is greatly rises potency of incantations. It's bell bearing, and now you want to go back to her, Drainage Channel, and unfortunately she's going to be dead here now, but there's an item you pick up. So we're going to speak to her again. she's dead. You get the unalloyed gold needle, which you use. I'm going to show you exactly where. Here. Now you do need to defeat Millennia for the next part, but that's the quest complete. You've got 3 talismans out of it. She gave you 1 to begin with that raises dexterity. The other one, which I will quickly show you. So she gives you 1 of them. She gives you that. And she gives you that. And obviously the unalloyed gold needle again. So what you then want to do is go and have the time of your life fighting this boss here. Once you've fought this boss inside that arena, once you've killed them, stay inside that arena. Not where I'm going now. However, once you've defeated the boss in that arena, one of these will be in there. You go up to it and you press triangle on it and you get your ancient somber stone. And it will give you Millennia's needle, which I think you can use when you complete the game, when you kill the last boss. I think that is what that should do. But that's all.